Nephew. You here?
Well, here, what's that? Stop
time.
something. You know, it's been time, man. You know what I mean? We've been chopping it up, talking about, you know, this and that, who is who, you know, what is what. You know what I mean, man? I feel like, you know, when you told me about this platform, you said, you know, you're gonna do it, man, to really, you know, start giving insight, man, let folks know what's really going on, and, you know, get away from the hoopla and hoo-nah, you know what I mean? And just really get the popping. So what's time?
I think it was time the city know who really do who what, right? No dancing around it. If you making moves, you putting on for these kids, you putting everybody in a position to win. Let's do it, right? That's what this platform is about. That's about us talking, us popping ours, right? 100%. You know what I'm saying? You here now.
Okay.
You team, you family. You hustle. While we hustle.
Man.
While we hustle.
Oh man, I love it. You know what I mean? So you jumping out the porch.
Yeah, I need to know.
While we hustle, you know, man, you know, sometimes in life, you know, you put yourself in a situation, man, where, you know, and it's understanding, man, you know, you put yourself in a situation where you build with a brand, you know, so much, man, and, you know, and it gets to a point where not just for yourself, but, you know, you gotta part off, you know what I mean, and make different moves, you know what I mean, because some people, you know, in some situation, man, feel like, you know, you maybe gotten bigger than the brand, you know what I mean, and, you know, I feel like, you know, sometimes, man, confidence for me personally, man, is I can bring 20 people in, bro. Mm-hmm. And at the end of the day, I bring in 20 people.
Yeah.
And for me, bringing in them 20 people, I still know I'm still that guy.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? So, you know, I feel like at times, man, when you get to a point where others feel like you're bigger than the brand, then somebody's confidence lacking where it don't need to be.
Well, I say this, with every brand, there's a slogan. That's something that people catch on to, right?
Yeah, that's how we going. That's how we going. That's how we going.
So what they say about Sim? What's your brand?
I'm gonna tell you like this, man. I'm a man of many talents, man. I think what you're getting at, you know what I mean, is from where I came from, you know, man. Put it this way, and I'm gonna say it this simple. You can go on YouTube, you can check the car fact, you know, that's what they say. You know, you can check her facts.
Yeah.
Him, them. You feel what I'm saying?
Gotta know that.
You know, Blessed Baby was originated by me.
Blessed?
Come on now, OG Blesser. You know what I mean?
Did you rock early?
I've been rocking it since, you know what I mean, the beginning of the time. You feel what I'm saying? And like I said, you know, everybody who know. You know what I mean? So, I mean, I feel like, man, ain't no bad blood, bro. It's all love. But forever, when Blessed Baby is spoken in the city of Atlanta, around the state, on that national stage, it's Simeon and Kelley. Where's Sim at?
Okay.
They doing this.
Yeah.
The difference is now is when folk look, he got on the Adidas sweatshirt and the.
It's a hustle.
You know
Listen, I understand. I love the moxie. I love the pop. I love the flair. You know what I mean? Like I told you earlier, man. Hey, if I'm gonna sit here, I'm gonna drip here. It's things like that incite. You know what I'm saying, what we doing, man.
Big facts.
Yeah.
But I mean, man, like I said, bro, it's all love, you know what I mean, to the other gang, you know what I mean? Boom, them still my folk, man. Grew up with them, family forever.
Yeah, always.
But, you know, man, you know, it becomes a time in life where everybody, man, you gotta elevate, man, and sometimes you gotta be put in uncomfortable situations, you know what I mean, to grow. And, you know, sometimes the scariest piece, man, is when you're in a situation and, you know, you become so comfortable that it hinders you. So sometimes, man, certain things are done to put you over the top, man. And like I said, man, you know, when we parted ways, man, it actually just, you know, it bettered me as a man and put me in a different situation. So, man, you know, that's enough about the start out piece of me, you feel what I'm saying? So let me ask
what's
you,
happening? What's right?
You know what I mean, man, what's happening with you, man? Like, recently, man, like I tell people, man, you got a lot of, every market you in is saturated, right?
Yeah, of course.
But what I'm seeing a lot of beef going with, man, is the handling of these kids, and it's big on trainers. So, you know, let's kick it off how I'm gonna say this. You got OD.
Yeah.
You got Grind Season.
Yeah.
You got Cerebral, which is Andrews.
Okay.
You got Grind Atlanta.
Okay.
And you got Lab Bros. You know what I mean? So what I'm seeing though is and you got what's my boy? What I Dare You, right? Boom. So you got I Dare You. So I know, you know, in the city, man, you had a lot of beef and stuff going on between you, Ford, and a bunch of the other trainers, man. So, like, you know, talk to me about Lab Bros. What was the beef? Why is it beef? You know what I mean? And, like, why y'all handling these kids? Is it you handling kids? Are they handling kids? Are you putting your name on folks that ain't yours? Like, what's going on? Talk to me.
I mean, you know, personally for me, it's Labros versus the world, man. I'm always pop my shit, talk my shit, do my shit. My young boys know that at all times. I think for us, I mean, there ain't no controversy except for, you know, one cat, and that's the I dare you situation. I mean, I'm gonna tell you that straight up. Like, me and homie don't have no respect for each other. It's ill. Like, he speak ill of me, I speak ill of him. I'm just gonna tell you like that. I don't have an issue with it, cause that's just where we at on that field.
But why?
Man.
Why? What's the issue? We talking as two grown men. What's the issue? What's the smoke? Like, for real,
I mean, I think personally, bro, it's the handling of kids, man. Like, if our main goal in this whole process is to get these young men to the next level, why have a problem if he reaches out to another man or another man to help him with his talent? You know what I'm saying? LeBron don't have one person doing this whole team. Simeon and Kelley don't have one person doing this whole team. I got a whole team of people that's trying to help me get to this point, right? That's why we in this situation now with this LabTalk. But I can't control a kid and tell him he can't go nowhere else or do nothing else. For that kid, that's what his brand is built around. And we got to put them in a position to win. Instead of telling them, nah, you can't do this or you can't do that. Like, collectively, that's where we got to be at. Until if everybody's on that same page, then we going to win, right? Grand Atlanta's going to win. OD going to win. Grind Season going to win. Cerebral going to win. Labro's always going to win. It's too many kids, bro. I'm going to tell you that right now. Like, we're going to get this at all costs. And that's what I want everybody to know.
Big facts. I like that, man. Like I said, so I mean, you know, boom, I think that's the biggest piece, you know what I mean? We wanted to chop it up, man. So, I mean, I'm going to tell you what I'm super excited about with this, man, is you know, we're going to be able to get some of the who's who around not only the state, man, but, you know, we starting off from the city, man. We go state, we going nationally, man, on, you know what I mean? What's really going on? Like I said, having them conversations that people don't want to have, man. Speaking on, you know, situations, man, because I'm going to tell you the biggest thing for me is you get in front of this camera, bro. Yeah. You know, you already know it's, you know, hey, it's balls to the wall, all out, speak on what you feel, you feel what I'm saying? Because guess what? No man fear no man but God, right?
Hey, this the lab. This the table. You know what I'm saying? You come here to have this talk.
Hey, man.
If you can't walk away from this table understanding what the next man had to say and what his difference was, then we just was pointless at this table.
Yes, sir, ski.
You dig what I'm saying?
Hey, man.
You got to understand the pimp sometimes to get it.
Hey, man, you know what I mean? You got to understand the lingo, you know what I mean? To be fly like a what? Flamingo.
I remember that one.
Come
nice
on,
fly,
man. You know
nice
what I mean?
fly.
Man, I've been listening, bro. The thing is, bro, I've been giving these folks the lingo and the drip, bro, for so long, bro. And I feel like a lot of folks in the city, man, like, you know, they got it misconstrued on the end for me, bro. Like, so yeah.
So let me ask you this: who you want to see at the table? Who got to come to the table? Because I know you entrenched to the streets a little different than me. Like, Atlanta is your city. I'm not from here. I'm from Kentucky. They you know what I'm saying? They let me,
We welcome you.
But who you got to see at this table? Who we got to hear from? Like,
I start telling you names again. First and foremost, you know, man to man, we're gonna have to see. We're gonna need TSP.
Okay.
TSP is gonna be key. We're gonna need TSP here.
Who's TSP? Because everybody don't know that.
So man, TSP, man, is you got a collective group, but you know the face of it as of recently is TJ and Stephen Brown, right? Okay. TJ, man, TJ, hell of a receiver coach, great guy, man, knows his stuff, bro.
Who we got?
Man, bro, so that's the interesting piece of why we gonna speak on it. I'm gonna tell you who else we're gonna have to have too. We're gonna have to have Route King here.
Okay.
That's Hilton.
Why Route?
Right now, man, we got a little, you know, a difference in opinions by two different, you know, groups that are at the top of the top in the city, bro.
So you just saying it's just two? Because I know Terrence Edwards, TE wide receiver academy, and for me, I'm a little more biased on that half. I like my young boys. They got a pop, but I feel like my old head is, you know what I'm saying? He's that.
Well, saying that, then.
That's Mr. Georgia.
That's cute. I like that. That's Mr. Georgia, right? We ain't gonna speak on UGA because I mean, here we say Mr. Who, but I mean, you can't speak on 10 Georgia receivers that done did anything in the league. But hey, who am I to just speak and judge and talk on it? But that's you know neither here nor there. But I think the biggest thing is that if that's the case, then I like Ron Ville, one of the top quarterback trainers who, might I add, has Trevor Lawrence and Justin Fields, he's been training since middle school. I think what the thing is, bro, is hell, for real, social media is what's the driving piece.
So then you bring in the quarterbacks into this. So you know I'm biased, right?
So what are you
I gotta be
about?
biased.
What
And
are
you gotta
biased
be
about?
biased.
What are you biased about?
Because it's the hustle way. It's the hustle way.
I love
My
Tony.
man,
I love
Tony Ballard,
Tony's great. Tony's great. At the
Davis Mills, Harrison Bailey. I mean, the list goes on.
Fact. The list
right?
goes on. But you just gave me 2 and I gave you 2.
Cool.
Which 2 are better? I'm asking you.
There are 2 different
Hold on,
stages.
I'm asking you.
You got 2 coming out
From
right now.
the beginning stages, who?
I beg to differ. I think they both were
Trevor
premier.
Lawrence went to your school, right?
Yeah, I love him.
Trevor
my
Lawrence,
quarterback.
Trevor Lawrence won the national championship his freshman year, correct?
Yes, sir.
His freshman year, the first time he got on the field, what did he do?
He won.
And what has Harrison done? I like Harrison, but what has Harrison done?
All right. That was apples to oranges. Defenses, team, whole thing walking into, program. It's different. Takes time to shape the program.
That's cute.
I get it. I get it. Hey, I see where you're going, but I'm biased to my quarterback. You dig what I said?
I feel, okay.
And then,
Got you.
and then you got to go from there. Still got to bring
Justin
my name.
Fields. Justin Fields. Justin Fields, as soon as he touched the field, what the hell did he do? And again, Ron Veal is like Terrence. 2 old heads that don't speak, that don't say nothing. Yeah. I think, again, bro, something else that's going to have to, like, you're going to have to get them old heads on here, bro. Yeah. Ron Veal, Terrence, Edwards, you got to get them. Andrico Hines, you got to get them old heads on here, bro, because at the end of the day, you know, they got to have to speak up for themselves, you know what I mean? Because I can't speak up for another man. Yeah. I can just speak on from what I know from the base level, what I see. Because to be transparent, bro, you win social media, you win the people. Right now, you know, it's what have you done for me lately? What are you seeing?
Facts.
My own personal partner, man, he doing his thing, but again, like, he's one of the most controversial, but hell, he's one of the biggest money makers. So, I'll tell you, Quincy Avery. Yeah.
So since you speak on social media and the platform of how they're using it, talk to me about how you feel about OD and his platform, about how you're using it. I think the young boy has monetized the market. I feel like he's worked a niche. I feel like he's doing what is right for him, and he's running with it.
100%.
And I think that's what you're getting at with the old heads. You saying they need to talk about this because they don't monetize their market the same way.
Them old heads need to click up with them young bucks and figure out how can, because at the end of the day, bro, the biggest thing is there's too much money out here. But at the end of the day, what I'm seeing is a lot of beefing.
Yeah, for nothing.
For more beefing, you ain't get no money.
Okay.
For me, I stopped beefing when I looked at our money was different.
I get it, because once you say that, you say the old head. So like me and Terrence Edwards, we do this thing together. Okay. I mean, we've been rocking with this thing for, I know you know that, right? I could be like, dang, we the first ones was doing this when we was doing this. You know what I'm saying? 100%. But we giving the recipe to everybody, because the thing is, everybody can win.
And the biggest thing I always say is I can give you the recipe, but at the end of the day, nobody never gonna do it like me. And that's just how I feel always. I'm gonna put you down when you get down.
I feel like that's why we at this table right now. I feel like that's why we having this conversation. Because the next thing after this, we're gonna see a whole nother cycle. We're gonna see a whole nother wave.
Put you down. Listen, it's gonna make a lot of folk feel uncomfortable, wanna come on it, wanna talk, figure out, hey, what can I say? I wanna speak up for myself. Please, that's what we wanna do this for, because at the end of the day, when this comes out, we want them folks to see what's happening. We want to see what's popping. You feel what I'm saying? Like, it's gonna get real. It's just, that's it, man. You know, speaking your truth, living in your truth. You know what I mean? Because, bro, it's gonna be real. And you know who else we forgot about, man? And I shouts out to him, man. Route Master, Quay. Okay. Quay, man. I know.
Why you like Young? I don't know much about him. I can't really tell you. Man, I can't tell you really his cook, like who he got, like really.
So, man, I'm gonna tell you why I like Quay, man. Quay reminds me of myself. You know, boom, need to be humble a lot, humble big time, man, because that's what happened. That's what had to happen to me. But man, Quay high energy, knows what he's talking about. You know what I mean? But the interesting piece is Quay's not in the city. Okay. Quay's in the house. Quay in Cobb County. So I think the biggest thing that's happening, bro, is you know, he's in Cobb County training, and the thing that's going on, honestly, bro, is some of these kids, man, that's what people don't understand. Because of the handling, some of these kids are going from Cobb County, right? You take some of them that want to train with TSP, some of them want to train with Hilton, then they want to go to Quay. And at the end of the day, what the real thing is, these kids just want to get work, but then these coaches, these trainers, putting their tag and their name on it, which I understand you want to monetize, but it's like, then when somebody monetizes on somebody that you've been training for 3-4 years and he been training for 2 years and XYZ, hell, y'all all train him. And let's really, this is my thing. I want to make sure I say this. This is the funniest piece I feel. Every trainer out there, right? Let me put y'all down and say something. Unless you that kid's mama and daddy, You didn't give that kid the 6'2" height that he has. No. You didn't give him the speed he has. You didn't give him that dog mentality that was embedded in him since birth. You are who you are, bro. So I want y'all to understand what you're doing is you're incorporating their little intangibles, and guess what? They're going to learn that here and there. But again, you train Nate Wiggins. Let's keep it 100 for what it is. Yeah. I like that. I'm going to tell you what you did. You helped the kid to more so hone in on a certain skill, but let's keep it 100. When Nate was at Grady, Nate had 20 offers as a receiver. Nate been a dog. What you helped do is, okay, let me help you cater this way.
I'll look at it like this, and I say it in short. A kid is going to win whether it's with you or it's not.
Facts, big facts.
You dig what I'm saying? If he got a support system around him and he got the people that want him to win, he gonna win. But why not help him monetize it? But the difference is, it's hard to teach somebody what you ain't never seen or what you ain't never did. You know what I'm saying?
So what you getting at? What you getting at? Tell me what
it's
you
levels.
Tell me what you getting at.
It's levels.
So what I'm taking from what you
saying is, and I understand it, and with that being said, you're gonna have a lot of people that's gonna feel some type of way because, and I'm jumping off, from what I know, the QB Legacy, which is another group of quarterback coaches, it was built because they felt like the game was being monetized and being watered down by people that didn't play the game on a high level. So that's what I'm taking from what you're saying. Listen, let me finish. So what you're telling me is this. Eventually, a kid is going to peak out because if a guy didn't play on that upper level to understand what the big dogs know, and shit, it's only but so much he can teach. Correct?
Yeah.
So that's what you're telling me. So again, some people need to understand too. And again, they're going to be able to come on this platform and be able to understand that. But yeah, that's why I heard from what I know, that's why the QB Legacy was built. It was built by a group of guys that felt like, hey, listen, we play at the highest of the highest level. Mm-hmm. And the rest is just the rest. Come here for the best.
Stay here with the water piece. That's all I'm saying.
Sometimes you got to understand that, man. Listen, I've been there. I understand some of the stuff that was taught to me. I understand I never got it at certain levels. Sure. I understand that everybody don't know how to coach. Everybody don't know how to teach. I can give you a drill, but if I can't explain it to you, if I can't tell you what you was doing wrong, if I can't look at it and give you the science behind it, what we doing this for?
Sure. I need to translate. I need everything that you teach me and talk about to translate.
Come on. Do we go through curriculums? Do we go through PowerPoints? Do we sit down, we have film sessions? Do we understand hashes, dividers, field dimensions? Do we understand personnel? Like, this session just can't be all about catching the ball or going here. When I'm coming in and out of the break, do I talk about eye discipline? Do I talk about pad level? Do I talk about breaks, bicycling versus T-step? What natural grass versus turf, right?
True.
Like, there's some elements of the game you just can't teach if you ain't reached. It's just that simple.
Man, your lingo getting
crazy,
Papito. I've been around you too long, man. I'm just saying. Man.
But I'm gonna say, and man, I think my last piece I want to touch on, man. Like I said, I think what we're doing, man, is we're laying out a full foundation for folks to come on here, man, and spit and pop that shit, which is gonna be beautiful. My biggest thing I want to know, man, is talk to me about this 7-on-7 shit. I played from all angles. I feel like me personally, and this is gonna be popping shit. I feel like no other state has a better 7-on-7 circuit than the state of Georgia, and then you have Florida, and then you have the rest. And I'm gonna say that now in California, you're gonna feel some type of way. But with that being said, who is the best of the best in Georgia? Who is the best in Georgia?
Hustle first.
We're not biased.
Hustle second.
I'm not gonna
Speaking because I'm asking you.
Third.
So you telling me Hustle
Inc. is the best 7-on-7 circuit
organization in the state of Georgia?
Yeah, I'm gonna go first.
Why is Hustle Inc. the best?
Why are they better than C1N?
Cam Newton Foundation.
The standard is set. 5 years, you seen it. We've been blessing that baby. Still rocking that. I mean, the proof is in the pudding, man. Every year, 26 All-Americans. Like, we're gonna continue to put these kids out. Like,
what is Hustle?
So talk to me. What you saying that been blessed? Yeah. So okay, so because I remember one year. Matter of fact, I think it was a couple years ago. Okay. I do remember when I was with the Cam Newton Foundation. Okay. We whooped y'all ass now. We whooped y'all ass. No, but then make sure I say it.
The whole tournament ran through the whole team. True. You was on the other sideline. I would have to go through like each game. Talking to you.
That's true. That is true.
How many times did y'all win the Cam Newton Foundation's event?
We've continuously won that one.
So it's been back to back to back.
It's numerous. Yeah.
But again, I'm speaking on their behalf. Now, we whooped y'all ass when we got down to
one game. One game
But
doesn't.
yeah, y'all did beat
Yeah,
them
I
at
mean,
their own tournament. I
one-
think sometimes
that's a little worse for me. Like,
Yeah, this is
whooping
man,
your
man.
ass. Like for me,
This
whooping
for
my
the
ass
city.
at home, whooping
This-
my ass at my own home. Yeah,
This for the
that's a
city.
little disrespectful. That's
Just
true.
for the city.
That's true.
Like all that other stuff is unwarranted. We at home. You got the same amount of kids we got. You can still get the same kids. There's no factors outside of this. We in the city. Go pull who you want to pull. We just got to line up. At some point, you got to coach and teach. Adjust. I think that's one of the biggest things we do well.
But I'm gonna say this though, with all those same things, all of those same trainers, with what you're telling me is if hustle is better.
They should all be hustle, right?
No. If hustle is better, that means you're telling me the trainers are better because I'm gonna walk you through the fact that listen,
I think we're coaches.
better coaches. Oh, but listen, so with that being said again, coaching and training goes hand in hand.
No, they don't.
training goes
No,
hand
they
in
don't.
hand.
Just because you can train doesn't mean you can coach. Everybody's not a game adjuster. Like because I train you doesn't mean I can get in the middle of the game
when I say I
and
think-
help you with something.
Oh.
Because you can't always see what I see.
Facts.
That's what I'm saying. That's years of experience. That's why I said there's levels to certain things. Like there's things that I've seen through the course of the game. There's conversations that I've had with pros, and we see things the same way. Like I can sit up here and tell you, I talked to Darrell Rivas about certain things. I can sit up and tell you, I talked to Nnamdi Asomugha about certain things. I can tell you, I talked to Champ Bailey about certain things. Like, you dig what I'm saying? Like, these are in-game adjustments. So, like, there's a level of knowledge there that I can share that.
So let me ask you another question.
Man, I think the next thing is for me is how you getting these young men take away from training, man. Like because I know we got to wrap it up in a second, but take away from training, man. I think my biggest thing is what I prided myself when I worked with the Cameroon organization. What I pride myself in now is I look at all them young boys, man. It's funny. I'm getting older now. I just turned 32, man. You know what I mean? Man, sheesh.
That's you.
So they call me.
Hey, you feel what I'm saying? So with that being said, man, I laugh because all these kids are calling me Unc and stuff, man. But I think it's because I built that big brother bond with them. How are you helping these young men transition into the real world and to be transparent? 95 to 96% of your kids are African American young males like yourself, man, that have to go through what we seen. It was something that they talked about yesterday, and they said, man, we living through the real life world history right now, man. Like, how are you helping these young kids, man, from seeing that from every day to coping with, man, seeing another black male killed, man, take away an offer, but to see somebody else that looks like you being killed, man, handled and everything else like that, like, how are you handling that for them and how you handling it yourself?
I think for me, it's just being completely transparent about my life experiences. You know what I'm saying? Everything ain't been perfect for me. Like, so I think that when you explain that to them and you give them your truth, they can live in their truth and they can understand and they can be grown men and make decisions based on that. Like, the process for them selecting schools that they wanted to go to or having meetings with coaches and things like that, I want them to understand it as a pro. Understand that themselves, they're a business, they're a brand, they're a walking entity. And everybody around you is looking for that cash cow and they trying to get a piece of that pie. So only allow people in your circle that you really want and you feel like it's gonna help you get to the next level that you're gonna get to. Like, we gotta start talking real conversations with these kids. Talk to them about their social platform, the things that they put out, right? Because people are judging you based upon those things, right? Sure. All right, cool. Think about like your interactions with peers and how you speak in front of a camera, right? Bro, we can be from Atlanta all day, but when that camera come on, I gotta make sure that these people understand exactly what I'm saying. Yeah, I gotta be able to articulate these same things. So if we're not teaching them these aspects of the game, then what are we doing? Like, it's so much ball that's there, but you got a daughter just like I got a daughter. I would hope that the people that she idolizes and she seeks in having guidance from can articulate the same things that I'm trying to her.
My biggest thing I think, man, that I tell these kids, bro, is this, man. Being in a position, in a situation, bro, I tell them this, like, ball is gonna be there, right?
Yeah.
But they crack this joke and say, well, NFL stands for not for long.
Yeah.
Less than 1% make it to the NFL.
True.
With all these All-Americans and everything else like
that.
that. I think my biggest thing is teaching these kids, bro, is that, figure out what you enjoy.
Yeah.
Do what you enjoy. You know what I mean? And because from there, when you are going through a situation like myself, where I had to understand, man, like, people don't realize
the highest depression rate, highest suicidal rate is amongst athletes. I love it because people don't understand that. Because you told to shut up and play ball. Then after you leave that Division I school, you have no experience, no work experience, none of that. And then you got to go into the real world, and I hate to say it, but I'm going to call a spade, exactly what it is. You become a regular person.
Real world going crazy right now. State of Union crazy.
Come on, bro. Like, you got these folks jumping, you know what I mean, at the camera acting a fool.
You feel me?
And guess what? It ain't us.
For once.
For
as
once.
they say.
As they say. Come on,
Bro, you know, so, you know, I just feel like, you know, man, the biggest thing is helping these young men understand, you know, like, using their platform for the right reasons.
Okay.
Doing what they enjoy doing.
Okay.
What do you enjoy away from football? You know, man, you got to have a balance, a happy balance, because, you know, that's why a lot of these folks go crazy.
Yeah.
Because all you do is train. All you do is do football. What else are you doing in between that?
Yeah.
Hell, man, I ended up picking up a camera 6 years ago.
Right.
Got my whole degree, got a master's and everything else, man. Very articulate, brother.
Mm-hmm.
But I make more money doing what I enjoy doing than I ever did with what I utilized that football scholarship to Ball State with.
Same with me.
Like, come on, bro.
Got my degree in sports management, minor in marketing.
What?
You know what I mean? Did some B2B sales when I stopped playing ball. Just thought it was right. You know what I'm saying? Got into training kids, sports performance, got my certs, did that. And look at it, it's beautiful.
I love business.
Yeah.
I love it, man. Like,
I get the opportunity to train some of the top in the city, if not the country. Like, you know what I'm saying? Every industry. Like, it's something that I love to do. So I think that's the dope piece of it, man. You know that. If we touching people in all these lanes, man, we doing what we supposed to do. So,
like
you know.
said, man, hey,
Man, I'm super excited for when these folks see this piece.
Gotta see this.
They see this one.
Hey, man, them folk gonna be out here, bro.
Say,
Jay
hey,
know
man,
that.
say, man.
Hey, man. Jake, hey, to
Play, man.
Yes,
You know what I'm saying? Hey, man, slime ball, I'm gonna catch you later, baby.
Easy.